welcome to the GReat WaterPour experiment. Can water be poured? This water. Let's see if it can make it into this water. Wow. It can make it. Water was able to make it from this glass to this glass. You'll never believe what happens next. With this water, goes into this water glass. When water goes from glass to glass, it changes from properties. This one goes from water to glass. From one glass to another, water gets transferred. Water goes from glass to glass. And you almost can't believe that none gets spilled. When glass experiments happen, this is water, this is glass. What happens when water goes from glass to glass, you'll never know what happens next. And you'll see here, what happened is water got here from here and went from Bill from Nye, and went from water from glass. This must be the thing that scientists don't want you to know about? Yep. That's water. And this is water glass and, oh shoot, what is this? This is a glass. This is a glass of water, and this is a glass of glass. But if you move it from water, it goes from a glass to glass. Easy. And almost, if you wanted to get every drop of water out, you can make a glass stack. And then you'll see it'll go through a science experiment. What happens if you put it in a cup instead of a glass? We don't have cups. This is one of those cup-free households, and this is a glass to glass and water to water. This might be against TOS and Illuminati tread lately. Okay, I'll try to tread, but I do have to keep pouring because glass goes from water, and it goes from one glass and one water. What's the glass transition temperature? It's a little bit cold. It's about 1D. But you see, it gets a little bit more heat every time you transfer it because energy heats up. And water heats up whenever you have energy by transferring glass temperatures. And guess what? Water goes from glass to glass, from cup to cup. It easily transfers. At any time you want to transfer water from a glass, it goes from glass to glass. Whee! If this water didn't have glass in it, this water can have glass in it. And if this water didn't have glass in it, it'll never have water in it. Unless you pour. Starting to see where I'm going now? Starting to get a little feel for it? This is water. It goes from glass to glass. Do the 360-degree rotation challenge. All right. You'll basically see how that had turned 360 degree. And water goes from glass to glass. And even if you put this in, glass can float if water was not even there's no water in it, and it can float atop the other one during a submergial technique. But that's a little bit more advanced, and we'll just we'll do a glass to glass. Will this water make it? The next time I pour, we'll see if the water makes it. You're seeing water go to the floor? Is the floor glass? You're not seeing that. No, water is only transferring from this glass to this glass. And you'll see how some of it goes away, but there's none on the floor. It's just... This is the science experiment, is if you keep pouring it, the water eventually goes. Where does it go? Almost nobody knows. But that's the great experience. Is that evaporation or contestation? It's confirmation bias. So this is actually confirmation bias in a science experiment. Does it always pour from right to left? No, you can actually pour like this too. and it always works. And water goes from glass to glass easily. There's almost no problems, and it's always a science experiment every time you do it. When it goes from this glass into this glass, you can move it and move it like this, or move it like, oh god. There's no water on the floor. Can you pour it from, there's no water on the floor. The water only goes from water to water, from glass to glass. It's a heart to heart. Does this work with other liquids? No. You'll be surprised to know that no, it does not. What does big water think about this? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Think we've inadvertently drowned the bar patrons downstairs? No, because the water is staying inside the glasses and going outside of the glasses, but not anywhere else. That would be sort of a drowning technique. Is this water consumable? No. It's filled with micropoisons and microtoxins and macroplastics. But that's why it gets transferred. If you transfer it, you filter it. If it goes from glass to glass, it gets filtered, and that's part of the science of it. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat, guys? Oops. Oh. Well, it goes from glass to glass, and it goes from science to science. Is the glass or water monetized? Absolutely not. No, this is a free domain, free use science experiment that anybody can use. Anybody can do this. Anybody can use this. And you'll want to see this phenomenon for yourself. Sure, you can watch me, but you'll want to do it yourself. Seems to be less water. That's the whole science of it. That's the crazy thing. This started out as a full glass, and this started out as a full glass. They were both full glasses of water that got poured into each other, and now science happened. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that really sort of nuts? How cool science is? And if you just keep pouring, it just keeps flowing. It just keeps transferring from water to water. As a married man, this is what happens once you say, I do. Is some of the water in your nose now? You got the sniffles? That's also part of science. That's also, if you end up doing this, you do get sort of a nose and snifflement, and there's nothing you can do about it. Also, we're gonna take a bit of a reprieve here, a bit of a pause, and say congratulations. Congratulations to Lance Summers for now being betrothed. For now a married man. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, and hats off to you, and marriage off to you, and chip, 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 hip, hip, hooray. Lance and Anna tied the knot, eyed the dot, and crossed the T's. For now, they're married as can be. How's it feel? How does it feel? Knowing that you're married and science happens every day. Is it science? No. Oops. Yes. Yes, it is actually science. It feels like that water mid-pour, so really good. All right. And you'll see here, it just keeps going down. The more science you have, the more less water you have. Can't really hear the background music. Can you turn it up? Ouch. I can try. Ouch. Actually, I don't know if I could try. I don't know if I could try to turn up the music, but this is science! This is water science!